This meditation is normally done in a sitting position, either on the floor or on a chair, and begins by sensing into the support that you have from the chair or from the floor, and paying attention to the actual sensations of contact. And begin by finding a position of stability and poise, upper body balanced over your hips, and shoulders in a comfortable but alert posture. Hands on your lap or on your knees, arms hanging by their own weight, like heavy curtains, stable and relaxed. And actually sensing into your body, feeling your feet, your legs, your hips, your lower and upper body, your arms, your shoulders, your neck, and then your head. And in your own time, gently closing your eyes and bringing awareness to the breath, to the actual physical sensations, feeling each breath as it comes in and as it goes out. Letting the breath be just as it is, without trying to change or regulate it in any way. Simply allowing the breath to flow easily and naturally with its own rhythm and pace. Knowing you're breathing perfectly well right now, and there's nothing for you to change. And allowing the body to be still and sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of resolve, a sense of being complete, whole, in this very moment, with your posture reflecting this sense of wholeness. And as you sit here, letting an image form in your mind's eye of the most magnificent or beautiful mountain you know or have seen or can imagine, and letting it gradually come into greater focus. And even if it doesn't come as a visual image, just allowing the sense of this mountain and feeling its overall shape, its lofty peak or peaks high in the sky, the large base rooted in the bedrock of the Earth's crust, and its steep or gently sloping sides. And just noticing how massive it is, how solid and how unmoving, and how beautiful, whether from afar or up close. And perhaps your mountain has snow blanketing its top, and trees reaching down to the base. And there may be streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be one peak or a series of peaks, or with meadows and high lakes. So we're just observing this mountain, noting its qualities. And when you feel ready, just seeing if you can bring the mountain into your own body sitting here, so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. So that as you sit here, you share in the massiveness and the stillness and majesty of the mountain. And you become the mountain. Grounded in the sitting posture, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body and affording a panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms, the sides of the mountain. Your buttocks and legs, the solid base. Rooted to your cushion or to your chair. Experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from deep within your pelvis and spine. And with each breath, as you continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness. Completely what you are, beyond words and thought, a centered, grounded, unmoving presence. And as you sit here, becoming aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colors are changing virtually, moment by moment, in the mountain stillness. And the surface teems with life and activity. Streams, melting snow, waterfalls, plants and wildlife. And as the mountain sits, you're seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night. The bright, warming sun, followed by the cool night sky, studded with stars, and the gradual dawning of a new day. And through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness abiding all change. In summer, there's no snow on the mountain, except perhaps for the very peaks or in crags shielded from direct sunlight. In the fall, The mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colors. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. And in any season, it may find itself at times enshrouded in clouds or fog, or pelted by freezing rain. And people may come to see the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain, that it's too cloudy or rainy or foggy or dark. Yet none of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. So clouds may come and clouds may go. Tourists may like it or not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not. Seen or unseen, in sun or in clouds, broiling or frigid, day or night. It just sits, being itself, and at times visited by violent storms and buffeted by snow and rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes along and trees leaf out, flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes, and birds sing in the trees once again. Streams overflow with the waters of melting snow. And through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, or by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances, remaining its essential self through the seasons, the changing weather, and the activity ebbing and flowing on its surface. And in the same way as we sit in meditation today, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central, unwavering stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives, over seconds, over hours, and over years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind and body and of the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, and our moments of color and moments of drabness. And it's true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and within our own minds and bodies, buffeted by high winds, by cold and rain. And we also endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as the moments of joy and uplift. And even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a weather of its own. And mountains have this to teach us, and much more if we can let it in. So if you find that you resonate in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain in your sitting, it may be helpful to use it from time to time in your meditation practice to remind you of what it means to sit mindfully, with resolve and with wakefulness, in true stillness. And in your own time, gently open your eyes again and have a look around you, either inside or outside the room. And now perhaps just gently move your body in some way. Shrug your shoulders or move your hands. So just connecting back to wherever you are and back to whatever you're doing today.